Hello and welcome to another Contemplative Living, where we talk about concepts to bring contemplative living into our everyday lives. Spirit once said to me, we are committed. No, let me get this right. When we are committed totally, then people do not see us as leaders, but as companions in the awakening journey. And so that's gonna be what we talk about today. And because we are all walking our paths on this earth, and we're all interconnected. And so we are all companions in this awakened journey. And so let's get to it.
Welcome to Contemplative Living, where we view contemplations for the week to have a better understanding of our spiritual paths. This is Contemplative Living with Dave Bennett, contemplations and reflective meditations.
All right, well, you'll have to excuse me. Today I'm a little scruffy. It's No Shave November. I'm donating my my energy to longevity for cancer research. Those of you that know my life story know that I had quite a serious bout with stage 4 lung and bone cancer, and so that's a passion of mine to give back. And I found longevity is one of my donation centers. So, talking about spiritual study, okay? Well, it's important that we focus some of our energy in this life on our spirituality. You know, it's like a 3-legged stool. If you don't have one of the legs, you're going to fall down. And so, to be focused on our physical and our mental, emotional, those are 2 legs, But then the spirituality in life is what really supports us. It's a great foundation. So spend time increasing your level of consciousness by engaging in meditation, spiritual study, energy work, and reflection. I've come to find, that before my near-death experience, I didn't have a clue. I was just kind of walking this life. I had a pretty rough philosophy, and but I wasn't complete. I didn't feel complete. It wasn't until after the near-death experience that I realized that the thing that was missing was that spiritual study, and so I began re-examining some of the clues that I had in my early life of, for me, I was exposed to a little bit of Native American spirituality when I was younger. And so I went back to that, and I found then the parallels between that and Buddhism and things like that. And so it really, suddenly my life developed these new colors, these new flavors, these new songs to be able to contribute in my life journey. And it became richer, it became more colorful, it became full of life and vibrancy. And so this is what I'm talking about, to add these. And I'm not saying you have to take go away for years and study and sit out under the Bodhi tree. Hey, William, glad to see you. But I'm saying, we need this aspect in our life. And so bring this into your life and find that newness, that freshness that is exhilarating in our lives. Make better choices based upon a growing sense of your innermost joy. So when we begin down this path of study, we find that sense of joy that is our innermost being, and that is a part of our true nature. And so then we can start walking in life with joy at our center, with peace, calm, compassion, love, utmost love, and joy. And when we take those elements and bring them into our everyday life, that's when we really, truly begin to live. That's when we really, truly begin to grasp what it's about living this life. So spread the word, how others can empower their lives and achieve spiritual growth. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and be an evangelical, preacher or anything like that. But I'm just saying, in the way that we live our lives, we spread the word of how spirituality is our supporting pillar. When we can live by what we know from our true nature, from our joy, from our creative center, people feel that, they resonate toward that, because that's what everybody's searching for. We're all searching for the same thing. But but when you can exude that and bring that into your everyday life, you're spreading the word. You are showing people that you can find empowerment through spiritual study. So underneath the story of our lives, there's such great purpose. This shows us that we have everything that we need within ourselves. And so, we don't have to, climb the tallest tower and shout out, everything to the world. That's not what it's really about. It's about living the best life that we possibly can. And when we do that, that creates a foundation that resonates with everyone. Everyone can see that you're being authentic. You're being who you want to be and who you are really destined to be. So underneath our story, there is such a great purpose that is our foundation, and it connects us to each and every one of us and to all of earth and all of the living things on this earth. So every day, develop soul awareness as your intuitive support for your goals and intended life course. We all like to project ourselves into our future, and when we do that, we're actually setting our life's course. Now, I don't recommend that you stay focused on your future instead of living in the present. I really do believe this, but to set an intention for your future life is a positive thing. But to then go on living today for today and doing the best that you can for today, and you will be moving in toward that intention because you've set that intention in your heart, and your heart knows that that's the goal. But now you have to deal with what's in front of you. So every day, develop that awareness as to, here I am now. This is who I am right now. And that becomes supportive, that you are confident in who you are and where you're going. That's a critical part of this study, is to get to know ourselves, our spiritual being, our higher consciousness, what our true nature is really all about. And then be confident in that. Step out into the world with that confidence, with that grace, that sense of knowing. All right? Because then we're moving toward that bright future that we've projected. Resonate with your experience of being alive. Then life becomes an inspired dream. So when we take on this study, when we take on this growth, then it becomes this resonance of who we are. And so we're constantly broadcasting our resonance into and around our circle. And so when we connect to our true nature, it's a sense of feeling of being alive and being present and living my life to the most. I like to say, one of my favorite sayings is squeeze all the juice out of life, and make it exciting. And that's when we find that we're living an inspired dream. So I want to thank you for listening to me ramble on about this important topic of bringing that spiritual study into life. We don't do it enough, and it's not just that we bring it in on one day a week or maybe a couple days a week, or we go to a study class or something like that. We need to really incorporate it into everything that we do, because then we're living our truth. That's when we become who we really want to be, is when we resonate that total being of our true nature into everything that we do. And I hope you're able to find that and to move down that path on your own in the coming weeks. All right? Namaste.